one anymore. But
Bud, what do you think? Do you need a belt like that?
Yeah, I know,
You
right?
want a belt like that?
Well, good morning, everybody. Welcome in to Go Live Together. How is everything going, gentlemen?
it's almost the weekend.
Yes, it is almost here. It is Friday, y'all.
Everyone's working for
And I heard it's going to get a lot colder this weekend. So
Yeah, we're back at it again. Today,
we are expecting snow too here in Georgia.
Mm.
Snow, baby.
There was rumors of potential flurries in Tampa, which would be the first time since 1977 that there's been snow in Tampa.
very nice.
The cool thing is, and I think I might have mentioned it last night or yesterday, there's supposed to be an outdoor hockey game at Raymond James with the Lightning as well this weekend, that they were bringing stuff out to, freeze it even. But wouldn't it be something if it actually did have snow flurries on the day they're going to be doing an outdoor hockey game here?
I would like to say, you might want to slide your bets into that little app thing that you got and bet on that game, because that is, if it's a natural anomaly, then yes, slide some money in it because it was meant to be.
Yep.
But which team to slide into? That's the whole thing.
Right. The Lightning have been on a hot streak. They started off really, really rocky, but man, last night they beat 4-1 against Winnipeg. So
Whichever team I would say is used to the natural snow and ice and things like that they can just go outside and skate on, because that's what I think it's an Olympian here in Dallas did. She just put on her skates and started ice skating down the sidewalk, because it was a natural occurrence and she was just used to it or whatever. I don't know. This was a lot of ice, y'all.
Yeah.
It was. But as of this morning, the children are back in school. That's a good thing. They've been taking it day by day and driving through the neighborhoods and seeing if everything was cool. Yesterday, they postponed trash pickup. Trash hasn't been picked up all week because of the ice, accumulation out there on the roads. But we have a driveway that I actually backed the car down and drove on the road today. So yes, after careful examination yesterday, I went out there, took out the trash again, because they said on Friday they're supposed to dump the trash. We'll have to see how it goes. It was supposed to have been on Monday.
Yeah.
It's not like we're sitting here producing trash. It's just like, come on, guys, you got to get out here at some point, after being all week of being gone. But yeah, the kids just went back to school today, so that is that's sign of life, and that's really good. Cheryl will not make it to the show today as she had a rough night. Hot, cold, everywhere in between. Can't get comfortable. No heat. Turn the heat off. Turn the heater back on. Turn the water back on. Turn the lights back off. Turn the water back on. It's just crazy.
Wow.
Because we had a meltdown during the days here, but then come the night, it's a refreeze. So you got to turn the water back on and make sure that you don't sleep past the time that it takes for your pipes to freeze. And, and I don't know. It's just a big mess. However, I would still rather this than running from a hurricane that could, kill everybody and everything. Is at least up here, if you have windows and doors, you might have a half a chance of survival. But yeah, so I think that is about it. We watched some people's shows yesterday, but I woke up at 7:45 last night.
Oh,
And
wow.
thought it was 7:45 this morning. I almost missed the show. Yeah, man. I passed out. Whatever meal we ate or didn't eat yesterday just knocked us out, and we had a really, really good nap. Yep. But anyway, it's time for the show, y'all. Welcome everybody into Go Live Together. We are your morning team. I'm Jeremy. This is Eddie, and down low is Ryan. How are you guys doing in the chat today? I know that we are. I'm fantastic. I really am. We got this heat going. I got the door closed, and I'm staying warm. But I still got my hoodie on because once I walk outside of this room, it's 30-something degrees. So, yeah, that's just one of those things right there. Welcome in hashtag Team Replay. If you are here for that reason, first of all, thank you guys so much for coming back and watching the show. The numbers are showing it. Thank you guys so much for coming back. It got a little rough, but you guys are coming back in big ways. We really, really appreciate y'all. Thank you for being patient during the change, the content change. I hope you guys are enjoying it. And always remember, this is you guys' show. So any suggestions, comments, concerns, issues, whatever, direct them toward us, Jeremy or Cheryl, preferably me. That way they can be vetted, processed, and done.
Except for Scott. Scott's not allowed because he doesn't like change.
Well, I know. Okay, so here it is with the music again. We wrote this new track, and guys, if y'all ever get dinged again, let me know.
I checked and nothing.
Nothing for yesterday?
Yeah, I haven't gotten anything either, so we might be golden.
Yeah, we wrote this song with AI. Scotty J and I got together, and we wrote this song using AI via Filmora. So there is no copyright. There's no way anybody can claim a copyright on it. And that's what I love about AI music. I wish I had, the unlimited music making thing. That way I could make more tracks. But eventually one day there will be a person in the open AI world that will create something that is just unlimited and awesome. I have a feeling that that's on the way. But in the meantime and in between time, thank you guys so much for coming in for the replay. Leave us a hashtag replay in the comments. But for those of you that have joined us on the live stream, good morning and welcome in. This week's featured channel, or the feature channel of the week, is somebody who is not coming on, but she's out there gathering more people. And I know that she's going to come back with some stories for us. So before she gets back, for the last day, we are featuring Vicky with Foodies Vacations. It is the YouTube feature channel of the week. Right now, she is sitting at 3.74K subscribers. Be sure to get her up to 3.75 before she makes it back. I know she will enjoy each and every one of you guys joining her YouTube journey, as we do, especially during the dance party. You guys got to get over there to the channel and check out the dance party. Specifically, Vicky likes to have fun with everybody. And she keeps us up to date on the group cruises that we got coming up, just like the Viva 4.0 coming up this.
Viva la Rasta.
That's right. That's right. And here comes in the chat, Scotty J Travels. First up, whoop whoop! Happy Friday, y'all! And look, we got some emojis. We got a winking emoji, hands clapping, I love you, some coffee, banana, and a pineapple. Yes, thank you. We got some fresh fruit in the chat. I love it, love it, love it. Zach has made it in from Coker Culture. What's going on? Good morning, Go Live Together fam, with a hashtag SLJ raid. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Orange Cone Vlog has made it in. Sup, beaches? What's up? Orange Cone Vlog. And here's a weather update here. He says, guess what? It is SNOWING in Chicago. Rob?
It is winter confettiing.
Yep. It's
what does that mean? Snowing?
yeah, it's melting over here. Ryan Parker Studios has made it in along with his alter ego PK Adventure Travels. I call them
PK's a troll. Watch out. Keep an eye on PK.
I call them the twins. You know, it's like good cop, bad cop here whenever these guys show up.
That's right.
It's like, what you doing? What you doing, huh?
What you doing?
What you do? Where you been? You know, that kind of thing. Travel with Josie Ann has made it in. Good morning. Welcome in.
Josie.
Yes. And I don't know. I tried to Google this, but it's turning it turned me to like a literary work or something like
El efecto neve.
Is that what it means?
Snowing. Yeah, it is what it means, yes.
Okay, good. You know, we got to check Ross out.
Yeah.
What kind of snow are we talking about, though?
I know.
You're talking about the one from Colombia.
Are we talking about Colombian snow, or are we talking about?
I don't know. With Ross,
that snow that comes from up there.
Maybe. I don't know. Whatever floats your boat has made it in. Good morning. Welcome in. Yep. Will G is in the house. Good morning.
Mr. Will.
Mr. Will.
That savage vlogger.
Batman
has made it in. Good morning. And I hope I didn't make this a big thing yesterday or get you in trouble. But yes, none of Mel's bras were hurt in the making of today's stream.
No one saw her bra, so we're all good.
Like it was yesterday. Man, that was just a one-off. I just saw it fly off the screen. I'm like, whoa, that was.
I forgot. We ended up, when we went there, she was like, well, we're here, so I want to see if they have any new bras for me. Yeah. And then she stuffed it in the suitcase when we checked out instead of.
And that was the first thing that she packed. You know, that was what I'm saying. She was halfway packed, Ryan.
Right.
But you sent her back in time. That savage vlogger says, I'm a Tampa Bay Lightning fan too, Ryan.
Woo-hoo!
Very nice. A hockey team with no ice.
I know, right?
It's kind of like the Jamaican bobsled team. To this day, that is like one of my favorite movies. It really is. Running. I love it. Mike and Rihanna's Adventures is warm enough to send out a chat here. Good morning. I'm surprised you guys still ain't digging out. And, you know, I did see a snow shovel being used for the first time yesterday in live time, like in real person. And it was intriguing enough to keep me out there for a couple of minutes. Homeboy was really fighting that ice with the snow shovel.
Yeah, I don't think your spatula stood a chance.
You know, it was breaking it up for a little bit. And really, I filmed that for comedic purposes, naturally clean the whole thing. But it was working for a little bit, but I realized that had I gotten my more firm one for the barbecue tools,
that probably would have been better.
It would have been better, but I couldn't have used it for barbecue. So yeah,
I decided. And the barbecue takes precedence over comedic filming.
I'll do anything for views, but I won't do that.
Yes.
For real. I'm not sacrificing my barbecue tool for y'all.
Nice flow into it.
I came this close because it had the big teeth and everything on it. You know, you could just chop up the grill. Yeah, it's one of those. It's a good one, and it came in a little suitcase looking thing. It's all nice and deluxe. I'm like, no, I can't do that. Not to my spatula.
Good call.
Yes,
very good call.
Deb S. the Pug Mama Quilter has made it in. Good morning.
Come in, Deb.
Yes, and thank goodness it is Friday. It's almost the weekend, which means that the weekend content is coming up, y'all. Oh, man. The Weekenders, I like the Weekenders because it's like they are only able to be there for us and they put their all into it. I love it. Will G has made it in. 34 in Central Texas. Feels like temperature of 27. Welcome back. Yep. It is currently 25 degrees Fahrenheit and going to a high of 45 and cloudy. OCV says they got the heavy, wet Chicago snow.
Ugh.
Oh yeah, and let's talk about the DMV. I saw your post this morning where, it's day 47 at the DMV. Let's talk
Yeah.
about it.
It actually took me just 40 minutes, which is actually not terrible considering it was 2:00 in the afternoon. It would have been better first thing in the morning, I think, but
Right.
I went on my lunch, and it actually was smooth. They've updated the process. They have more counters now. When you check in, they're like, "What are you here for?" And it's like, driver's license renewal. Do you need to update blah, 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 or blah, 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 or blah, blah, blah? Nope. Okay, here's your number.
Right.
And I guess depending on what you're going to do, they have different people that specialize. So if you're literally just going in there to renew and you need a new picture, they put you by one of the terminals that has the little, camera. And they have and it actually was a fairly quick process. Other than me doing my eye test, and I took my glasses off and I went in with my multifocal contacts. So one of two things: either their equipment was crappy, which I'm leaning more towards the DMV having crap eye equipment.
They do.
Or the multifocal I have is completely jacked because my right eye, there are 3 boxes when you look through the thingy in Florida. There's a box in the center, a box on the right. I can see those perfectly. The box on the left, which should be my multifocal that has the ability to read close and not far, I would have thought I would have been able to see a little clearer, but it was so blurry that I almost couldn't make out that there was anything even there. So I thought their equipment was broken, and I did. So then I really had to do the squint and like this and barely made it out, but enough to not get in trouble and fail an eye test with my
you almost ended up with no license, man. Wow.
Right. And I was like, I don't know if it's the multifocal because this one is designed to see up close. And so it would be blurry at a distance. I think that might have been potentially the problem, or they just had crap stuff because it was really, really bad.
And speaking of driving around and traveling, I know we got a lot more time on the show, so let's talk about it, man. You got a cruise coming up.
Yes.
On Virgin Voyages. Now, this is completely different experience than we're all used to.
Yeah.
So what you know of so far about Virgin versus the rest of the cruise lines, tell the viewers what can they expect whenever they go on Virgin, and what are you the most excited about? Specific venues, if you can.
Right. So one of the things about Virgin is the inclusiveness of it all. And what I mean by that is on other lines, like if you want sodas or bottled water or something like that, it usually costs extra, or there's an upcharge, there's a refreshment package, there's a booze package.
Mm-hmm.
Virgin has about 98% of everything on that ship included.
Yep.
So when you buy your rate and you go on there, you're going to get all of your sodas. You're going to get your, bottled water. You're going to get your food and like all your food. They don't have specialty restaurant like you would get in a mainstream line where, hey, you got the main dining room and then you can pay $60 to go to this steakhouse. Everything is specialty dining and everything is included with your fare. They also have slight upcharges, but it's different than on other lines because they don't have like a deluxe beverage package for your booze and your specialty coffee that you do have to pay for, the upcharge for specialty coffee, and like your smoothies from the smoothie bars. Mm-hmm. Those are the 3 things you actually have to pay for: booze, specialty coffee, and smoothies.
Right.
But there's not a deluxe package for that. There's basically a bar tab is what they call it.
Mm-hmm.
And you put down money, and what they do to kind of entice you to do that is they give you money based on how much money you put down. So for instance, most common is like if I put $200 down, they're going to give me an extra $25. So I got $225. Yep. We put 300 down, and they gave us an extra 50. So I actually have $350. So on and so forth. And so you can do the bar tab, and then that money is yours to use as you see fit. If you want to buy a round for everyone,
Yep.
you can buy a round for everyone. It's not like the drink pack. Oh, no, you're the only one who can get it. You can get one at a time every 15 minutes, and you get 15 total from 6 a.m. to 6 a.m.
Mm-hmm.
So it's supposedly like a much different feel than the other lines, and they are foodies, so they've got all of these things. It's kind of like think of NCL for their food court options, if you will, where you have all the little stations that you can go to. And then you can go sit down, and that's basically what Virgin is like as well. There's no buffets. It's all these little mini stations.
Mm-hmm.
You can order it either there and then take it where you want, or you can go sit down and order it in the app, and they'll bring it to you at your table.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah.
So that looks really cool. And we started.
Indulge full hall. Not the buffet.
Yeah. And I started to watch a ship tour of the one we're going on, but then Mel yelled at me because she was working on my birthday video. And she goes, "Don't you watch that without me?"
Oh, wow.
Saying, "Oh, that's cool. Oh, that's cool."
I know, right?
So, like, for instance, one thing I'm really looking forward to, and this is just the geek in me,
Mm-hmm.
they have a retro arcade on there. That's free of cost. You don't have to pay for the different games. But it's got Mrs. Pac-Man, Tetris, Marvel vs. Capcom, all those old classic arcade style games are there for the adults without having to pay for it. You can just go in.
Nice.
Do they have X-Men versus Street Fighter?
I know they had X-Men when I was really looking, but I don't know if it was the X-Men versus Street Fighter, but I know they had an X-Men game.
That was one of my favorite games.
Yeah.
That was one of my favorite games back in the day.
So the other thing that you have that I'm looking forward to is the entertainment. So they have much, much different shows than what you see on other lines.
Mm-hmm.
And their theater is not a typical theater. It's a dynamic area that can change based on the type of show they're going to be giving you. So, yes, there could be stadium-style seatings with a traditional stage you're looking at. Could be basketball game style where they're coming in from both ends and it's in the center. Could be no seating and all these pop-ups where the performers perform and the stage is you just walking around to see
wherever you are,
wherever you want to see it kind of thing. So that I'm looking forward to that as well.
Yep.
There's one that's kind of a pseudo Cirque du Soleil-ish kind of show, from what I understand, that I really want to go see. I don't know if you guys have ever watched on Prime Video. There's a series. It only had like 2 seasons. I wish it had more, but it's called The Cruise, and it's basically a mini series on Virgin Cruise Lines on the Scarlet Lady. And there's 2 seasons that show you kind of the concept, and they follow, rock stars, which is basically suites.
Sure.
But it kind of shows you the in and out of Virgin and the Scarlet Lady and how they're different. So that's cool. The other thing I'm looking forward to, which Mel looked at me and she goes, "Hell no."
What, the tattoo shop?
No, not the tattoo shop. Although I'd like to do that, but me already having a tattoo, knowing that what am I going to do for touch-ups? Because inevitably there's going to be touch-ups that are needed. And it's not like I am going to pay for another cruise to go on there to get touch-ups.
But why not? I mean,
I know, right? But on the very top of the exercise area, I forgot what they call it, there's like a yacht-style rope bed, if you will.
Mm-hmm.
That stretches out over the back of the ship. And when you lay on it, you're seeing 15 decks down into the water and the lower area. I was like, that would just being up there and being able to lay there like this, looking down and being like, oh my God.
Yeah, and we got to have that content. Let Mel know we counting on her to catch that for the viewers.
But yeah, there's a lot of things that are included in your fare. Like if you're a big workout groupie kind of person who likes to do spin classes and group yoga, all those are upcharges on Other Line. All those are included on Virgin.
Right. They're very fitness forward.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So there's just it's a different beast. It's a whole different beast than mainstream.
Yeah. So you have to go in there with blinders on.
Yeah.
You have to.
One of the other things, and I don't know because I've never been a karaoke person. I might joke here online or all that, but for whatever reason, I don't do the karaoke because when I actually have to hold a tune to music that's in tune, I'm terrible, just terrible.
You can do it, Ryan.
They have private karaoke setups for people, so you can go sign up for an hour or whatever and go into rooms that are designed for 2 to 4 people all the way up to 8 to 12 people. And they have 3 or 4 private karaoke rooms that you go in there, close the door, and you just have fun with just your group.
Wow.
You're not doing it in front of the crowd if that's kind of your bag. So Mel and I might try that. I was like, I might do that if it's just the 2 of us in there and she can laugh at how terrible I sound.
No, you can serenade Mel. That would be good content too for the channel. So I know that you're looking forward to all that and discovering what Virgin is all about. I know I am.
Yeah, especially since they're going to Alaska now. So Mel's like, there are a couple of cruises we're looking at for Alaska. Again, Princess being one of them. Holland America has some really good stuff for Alaska. And Virgin is now going to Alaska. And because of the size of their ships, they might also still be able to get into Glacier Bay, where Royal Caribbean at least when we were on the Ovation, it's too big to get into Glacier.
Right.
So she's like, we might think if we like the Virgin, we might think Virgin for Alaska.
And speaking of Princess, I know that Virgin has the wearables that are made from 100% recycled material.
Kind of like the medallion on Princess. Yeah.
From what we've heard, though, are you able to do like Ocean Now food delivery where they can just find you and be anywhere on the ship and, you can order food through the app?
That's a good question. I'm not sure if it's the medallion that does that, but I do know if you order it on your phone through the app, they can find you because they have a thing that I will freaking be using.
Shake for champagne.
The Shake for Champagne.
Yes.
And you shake your phone, and it's like, would you like champagne delivered? Yes. And they will bring you champagne.
Yes.
And
so I believe the food is. There are aspects I believe. I'll see when I get on there because I'm keeping some of it mysterious.
Yes.
I am doing some research as well.
And keep it mysterious when it comes to the karaoke because I think Jeremy just put you on a challenge.
I know, right? So more than likely, I'll have to take a look, and we'll see how popular it is and all of that.
Well, also we got a daughter of ours who, no matter what household she goes to, she brings now her karaoke machine with her. Okay, and she's the one who does karaoke on the ship. She does the "Rolling on a River" from Tina Turner. You might have caught her, Wendy. She loves to do it. So I know that if we tell her that there are individual karaoke rooms, that she would be down for the Scarlet.
Yeah. See, now I'm trying to think of the concept. I have my new 360 camera that does well in low light, and I have the claw for it to stand on the ground. I could stick that in the center of the room and hit record, and then manipulate all the footage.
Yep.
From that, but anyway. So we're looking forward to it, and like I said, Mel really wanted to make it special, so she said we're going to take the bright light down again, but we're doing VIP both ways this time.
Good.
And I've got it later in the day since our boarding time's not till 2:30. They let you get off the ship a lot later in the morning and board a lot later as
they do because they have a late night leave from Miami.
Yeah. So it's going to be nice. We're not going to have to take the 5:40 or even the 7:20 train. I think I was able to get us like a 9:20 train out of Orlando, and it gets there around 1, and we still have an hour and a half. And then I've got a 10 a.m. train coming back, which should be plenty of time for us to get off.
Yep.
And then get back to Orlando.
Right.
And then we got I had a guaranteed interior room and the stars aligned. You know how sometimes it's like the people who have been there forever who never get an upgrade, and you're like, man, I've been trying to get 13 Royal Caribbean upgrades on the Royal Upbid, and I've never gotten one. And someone's like, oh, my first time, and I put in the minimum bid, and I got upgraded to the balcony room. That was me on Virgin.
Mm-hmm.
We got a guaranteed interior. I put in the minimum bid for a balcony, and sure as shit, I got the balcony.
Nice.
So now we have the balcony with the little red hammock. It's a central sea terrace is what they call it. So as it sounds, it's not very center of the ship, but it's kind of like that center aft portion of the ship. So you're still kind of in the center. And it's got the sea terrace, and it looks like their balcony rooms, and I don't know if the interiors had it as well, but at least the balcony rooms all have rain showers too. So you've got the rain spigot in the shower, and then the little handheld thing on the wall for you.
Very nice.
Kind of a nice like feel, if you will. And of course, it's all super duper controlled with the tablet. So supposedly there's like mood lighting you can do in there, and you can open and close curtains.
You can bring sexy back, which is exactly what Ryan is doing.
That's right. But anyway, a lot of cool things to come. I'm looking forward to it in the end. That's
yes, absolutely. And I know that they got
bringing sexy back.
Yeah. Let's see. The Bud Files have made it in. Good morning. Welcome in. And let's see. I see Lori's in the house. Good morning and welcome in. Paul Vine's PSV Odyssey has made it in. Good morning.
Hey, Paul. Welcome in.
Oh, Controversial Cruising got a crazy day at work. Blanket hello to everybody. Good morning. Now we can get the party started.
There we go.
Yep. Anthony on the move. Electricity restored last night after 5 days. Thousands of others still without power. Man, that's terrible. That is absolutely terrible. They got to do a better job. Yep. We never lost power on this one. I love it. Jeremy and Cheryl Cruise Adventures has gifted 5 memberships. Thank you. And the winners are as follows. The Astute Tourist, Samuel Dodson, Embarkation Nation, Linda Montemayor, and Canadian Family Life.
I need that many more watch hours on my Ryan Parker Studios to be able to get memberships and stuff like that going on that.
Yep.
Getting closer. Not bad. It's getting closer.
Do you have some good solid playlists put together over there on RPS?
Oh, yeah. I've got, 30-hour fish tank playlist that you can just play that crap up and just let it run.
Everybody go run the fish tank, but beware that do not attempt to operate heavy equipment or machinery, as you will fall asleep.
That's right. You're like,
yeah. Play it while you're sleeping, guys. I'm serious. It's not going to like all of a sudden have loud sounds and wake you up and stuff like that.
It's all AI lo-fi beats through Restream.
It is, and it's very nice. It's a nice, good fish tank live stream. Everybody go run that playlist for Ryan. Let's get him up to his watch hours that are necessary, as we know that this is the hardest part of joining the YouTube Partner Program. The Fam Adventures has made it in. Good morning. And you know what's so weird, Ryan? Whenever you get to it, is being monetized on 2 different channels using the same publisher.
Right.
It's going to be difficult because you'll go to do the same thing that you did on the first channel and quickly discover that you cannot have 2 different accounts using the same publisher ID. You have to let one just be the primary and let the secondary float along with it because you have the same publisher ID. Get with creator support before you do that to avoid the headache that I had to do, because I had to prove that I was the owner of both channels.
Wow, well, that's good to know. So I guess once I finally get there, I'll have to go do that.
And with Cruising is Fun Anytime, I had to disable that YouTube, that AdSense YouTube account in order to assign my publisher ID to that. That way I eat the tax revenue from that. And it wasn't baby. So I had to make sure that it happened like that.
That's true, because we're looking at it might happen naturally because we're looking at doing some stuff with the PCAT channel that would change the tax stuff on that channel.
Right.
So that one might change, and I might be able to just leave RPS. But RPS still has a long way to go to get
it
there.
It was a nightmare. So yes,
it's good to know that I'll have that to look forward to before I hit the button on that.
Ask creator support what to do before you get to that thing. That way they'll make it real plain and simple for you. Canadian Family Life has made it in. Good morning. Welcome in. Eddie Lugo Studios has made it in. What's up, everybody? Good morning. Hit that like. Do it. All right. Canadian Family Life says,
Tiffany.
Hey, sorry I'm late trying to get my grocery order fixed. Uh-oh. It's no good whenever the food ain't right. That is not good at all. Travel Yes We See says the bathrooms are the biggest weakness. 100% guarantee you're going to spread yourself and spray yourself in the face with that shower wand.
I would not doubt it, because looking at it, it does look like the bathrooms are small, like most other ones. So it'll be very interesting to see if it is robust, gentleman friendly or not.
I don't see them prioritizing closet space. That has been said. Yes. Nor do I hear that the bathrooms are fluffy friendly. I have not heard that yet.
Just eyeballing a room tour for a similar room that I'm in, I would tend to agree with you, because their concept of a closet is like a shower curtain with they're expecting, I guess, everyone bringing stuff that they're going to hang versus actually put them in drawers, because there's very little drawers from what I see. I'm like, let me just clip my underwear on.
I know, right? Let's put everything on a hanger. I'm going to have to bring a hanging bag. One of those deluxe hanging bags with the wheels on it, like I've been talking about.
Yeah, Mel's actually looking at one of those. That's
Life with Tasharia has made it in. Good morning. Yeah, and Zach says, oh, yeah, I almost forgot. Not the Cheryl. Nope, not the Cheryl, but happy to be here regardless. Now it is time for the moment you all came for, which is the cruise news. All right. Good morning, everybody. And here is the cruise news. Enchantment of the Seas drops 2 ports and adds Coco Cay for the 2026 sailing. Some future Royal Caribbean guests just received a spooky update for their upcoming Halloween time sailing. Enchantment of the Seas October 24th, 2026 departure, which is a 7-night holiday sailing to the Caribbean, has just received some itinerary changes. The original itinerary called for stops in Belize City, Belize, and in Roatan, Honduras, which have been removed and replaced with a single day and perfect day at Coco Cay in the Bahamas. As we plan our upcoming adventure together, we wanted to inform you that our itinerary just got more perfect, Royal Caribbean wrote to impacted guests. We know it's not the original itinerary we planned. However, we are excited to thrill or chill with you, or both, the cruise line continued. The cruise line did not elaborate why these changes were made. The decisions can be the result of many different factors, such as port availability, maintenance plans, and safety. The 7-night sailing will begin as planned once the Vision-class ship embarks in Tampa, Florida on October 24th. The first port of call will be to Costa Maya, Mexico on October 26th, which is where Royal Caribbean is currently building Perfect Day Mexico. However, the private destination will not be open until 2027 and could potentially be delayed by a temporary suspension due to a need for more environmental assessments. The new itinerary changes begin after the call to Costa Maya. First, the call to Belize City on October 27th has been replaced by a day and perfect day at Coco Cay, Royal Caribbean's private destination in the Bahamas. The following day, October 28th, was supposed to be spent in Roatan, Honduras. However, this call has been canceled and replaced with a sea day.
Boo!
Sea days are fun. They really are. You get to do a lot of stuff on sea days. Let's see. Cozumel was always a planned destination for October 29th, but the time in port is changing from 9 a.m. to 7 p.m. to 7 a.m. to 6 p.m. Any prepaid Royal Caribbean shore excursions that have already been booked for Belize City and Roatan will automatically be canceled and refunded. However, there is no indication that any additional compensation will be provided, nor is the cruise line required to offer this. So they already know something's going to happen during Booze Cruise, Royal Caribbean style. So they're changing it up on y'all. Popular show ends on Norwegian Bliss. New rotation collection to debut. Now this is the Bliss. Guess
in my lanai.
I know. No, wait. Let me look at Eddie's face. Oh yeah, I see it. I said, he's like, wait, what? This is my NCL here. Let me focus. Let me pay attention. Guests on upcoming sailings of Norwegian Bliss may not be able to see one of Norwegian Cruise Line's most popular production shows, Jersey Boys, as the show is ending its run on the Breakaway Plus class ship. The final showings of the story of Frankie Valli and the Four Seasons will be next month, February 2026, with new entertainment to debut in March. Jersey Boys will be concluding its run in the Bliss Theater, adds email sent to book guests confirmed in Cruise Hive's NCL group. While we know this change may come as a disappointment, we are refreshing our offerings with a rotating collection of performers chosen to surprise, delight, and keep your evenings just as memorable. The email hints that different specialty acts such as comedians, jugglers, and magicians will be on board, though it does not appear that a full production show will be replacing Jersey Boys. It is possible, however, that plans have simply not been confirmed for which show will be highlighted aboard Norwegian Bliss. It can be quite a challenge to schedule the proper performers and complete casts, as well as to arrange for stage sets, technicians, and other details to present a high-quality production. The exact end date of the Jersey Boys performances has not been confirmed, though it appears the show will be ending before March 1st, 2026. Yep. It is possible that a new production show will be in place by the time Norwegian Bliss begins her Alaska season, which will last through early October, though such plans have not been confirmed. Some guests booked on Norwegian Bliss are reporting that the show Choir of Man, with its English pub vibe, will be replacing Jersey Boys, but the cruise line has not made this statement.
That's another good show.
Jersey Boys.
Jersey Boy is great. The other one, the Core Man, is good too.
Nice.
Jersey Boys, Alice wanted to go, and I'm not really too much of a Broadway shows type of guy, but I went with her that night just to go with her, and I ended up liking it more than she did.
Yep. I did hear that Choir of Man was something that we needed to check out, but somehow
drinking in there too.
Norwegian, man, it just it grabs us and puts us into bed. It just does that. It has that feel to it. MSC, same thing. That was a snooze cruise if I ever saw one. Oof, that was rough. We were discussing that yesterday. Norwegian.
Talking about MSC, the one in June. If you guys are going, you got some stuff happening on certain day that I need you to be there for me. So
I know. Yeah. But hang on. Norwegian cruise ship rushes back to New York early ahead of the winter storm. Less than 1 week after Winter Storm Fern dropped a barrage of ice and snow on much of the U.S., another powerful storm is looming upon the U.S. East Coast. In light of the storm, Norwegian Cruise Line's Norwegian Breakaway will be skipping its planned call to port call to St. Thomas, U.S. Virgin Islands on January 30th and rushing back to New York City early to avoid the worst of the weather. St. Thomas was meant to be the final port call on an 11-night sailing to the Caribbean and the Dominican Republic, which embarked on January 23rd at the Manhattan Cruise Terminal. It's also worth acknowledging that Carnival Cruise Line made a similar decision for Carnival Sunshine, which will be returning to Norfolk early from her 8-night due to the storm. Bless you.
Thank you.
Instead of sailing to New York on the morning of February 3rd for disembarkation, the namesake vessel of the Breakaway class ships will return to Manhattan on February 1st. Cruise tracking data shows that the 3,900 guest ship is already on her way back to the home port, sailing through moderate swells of 1.8 meters, around 6 feet.
Me and Ryan learned about the stuff on our last cruise.
Nice. During the extra day in New York, guests will be able to enjoy all the amenities that the ship has on board. The only offering that should be closed is the casino, which is not allowed to be used while in the port. They will also have the option to explore New York City as they would during a typical port call and may be permitted to debark early if they are not happy with the change of plans.
It's a safety issue. I will tell you that.
Yep.
I'll be happy with it. So if I was on a sale, so
hey man, I would go to that breakfast cart. I love it. Let's see. It's not clear if NCL is providing compensation for the change of plans, and refunds might be provided to those who do choose to end their sailings early.
And if they don't say anything, you need to go to guest service and you'll get it.
This new storm, which has been classified as a bomb cyclone, could potentially bring blizzard conditions from the coastal areas in North Carolina to parts of New Jersey and New York. Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Forecasters have even predicted that sunny Florida, which is known for being warm all year, could experience some snow flurries. The storm is expected to be at its worst from Friday, January 30th to Sunday, February 1st. Okay. And I'm seeing it right here. Wow, that is crazy. Virginia, North Carolina, and South Carolina is about to get hit. Y'all pray for Sherman and everybody on the East Coast.
And he's supposed to be leaving this Sunday on a cruise.
Oh, he's getting out of here? That'll work.
So hopefully he'll make it.
Mm-hmm.
They might have to leave Saturday night.
And I was about to cover this thing, but the Cruise Hive covered it in the other story. Carnival Cruise Line racing back to try to beat this storm. And in other news, it says, why a Mexican judge just hit pause on Royal Caribbean's new mega destination. A Mexican judge has ordered a temporary suspension of work on Royal Caribbean's proposed Perfect Day Mexico development in Costa Maya, pending further environmental assessments. According to La Jornada, comes from a Quintana Roo district court following an injunction request from the organization Right to a Healthy Environment. The environmental group is not inherently against the project, which is expected to bring substantial economic benefits to the region, but argues that there may be land use irregularities that need to be resolved before the development moves forward.
Wow.
Specifically, protection of the mangrove ecosystem is of concern and is critical for water filtration and erosion protection. Also of concern is how the project may strain the already burdened sanitation infrastructure in the region, which would directly impact the surrounding communities. In the next few days, a hearing will determine whether the suspension of work must remain in effect while the environmental studies are conducted and any issues are resolved. To be clear, this injunction does not cancel the project completely, but is simply a means to ensure proper environmental considerations are made before potentially irreversible damage could be done. Royal Caribbean has noted that there are no plans to develop the specific mangrove conservation area and that restoration efforts would improve the mangrove habitat even further. Yep. And let's see, I think we got time for one more, which I know we discussed it yesterday in brief, but here it is. Royal Caribbean officially orders new Discovery class cruise ships. The long-standing rumor whispered through social media and onboard some of the world's largest cruise ships is now confirmed. Royal Caribbean has officially announced the new Discovery class of ships in agreement with Chantier de l'Antique shipyard in Saint-Nazaire, France. 2 orders have been now made, with the first of the new class to debut in 2029, followed by her sister ship with delivery in 2032. The orders are subject to standard conditions, including financing arrangements. The Discovery class represents our continued commitment to shaping the future of vacations, said Jason Liberty, Chairman and CEO, Royal Caribbean Group. These ships will be a showcase of what's possible when design meets purpose, ultimately bringing the world closer to our guests. The agreements include options for 4 additional ships, but no expected dates are yet announced for those future vessels because they are not officially ordered. No further details have been announced about the class, but rumors abound. With Royal Caribbean having focused on bigger is better ships since the Oasis class debuted in 2009, the most prevalent expectation is that the Discovery class will be smaller in both gross tonnage and guest capacity. The idea is supported by the language being used to describe the new class, including the name itself, allowing guests to better discover the world, ports of call, and amazing cruise memories. The Discovery class includes a bold new concept that puts our guests at the center of it all, said Michael Bailey, President and CEO of Royal Caribbean. It will deliver extraordinary, one-of-a-kind experiences, from cutting-edge design to immersive moments, every detail crafted to surprise and delight guests in ways they've never imagined, all while visiting truly breathtaking destinations around the world.
That's cool. I just wish they were small enough to fit under the Skyway, but I don't think the class they're building would even be able to fit under the Skyway.
Right.
You never know. We'll see when they come out, you know.
Could a Dream class fit?
Mm-mm.
No. Okay.
No,
So
what's the class? Legend class? Is that a Legend?
yeah, the Paradise.
Yeah. Well, the Miracle and the
Yeah.
Legend can fit here too, which is slightly bigger than the Paradise. So whatever gross tonnage that is for like the Carnival Miracle, the Carnival Legend, that size is, I think, the biggest that can make it underneath the Skyway.
Right. Travel guest.
Granger of the Sea too. So that one, and the Constellation from Celebrity. So those are all like the biggest within each of those cruise lines that can fit here. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you, Squirrel.
No, you good. No, you good. Hang on. Let me. I think we got a graphic in for that. There we go. Yes.
There you go.
She still made the show today. So
There she goes.
there we go. Travel Guest We See says, I understand the closet design. They want to minimize people leaving stuff behind in the drawers and having to track it. That's
True.
a concept.
Very true. Very true.
Yep. Like all cruise lines, Royal has been having lots of propulsion issues recently. Royal does not like to admit that they're having propulsion issues. Yeah, man, I know. They like to stay out of the news. I like the way they do that. You know, they don't have a John Heald problem at all. Spirit class, same size as the.
There you go. Spirit class. I knew it was. I was like, it's been a while, and I was like, it's not the Legend. What was the first ship in that dang class?
You know, our training teaches us all of this, but we deal with so many cruise lines and cruise ships that it all gets mixed up together. And I'm like,
right?
Class.
It's like it goes in this way, and then it goes out that way after I take the little assessment at the end. And I'm like,
because it's multiple choice. It's multiple choice, don't give us so many choices. Like, I don't know. The training was easy. It really was. A lot of it was. What got real hard was on NCL's training, where we had to drag the items into Premiere and Plus. That
Yes.
was the hardest.
I haven't finished theirs yet. I
And
started.
we had Elijah helping us out on that one.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I'm serious. We got the genius in the room, and we still couldn't get it. And by we, I mean me and Cheryl. We did that training together because I was like, man, I can't do this. I can't remember what goes in Plus and Premiere. It was too much,
Yeah.
especially right after you learn it. If you cruise with Premiere and Plus, then you'll know naturally what is included with each one, because then you have to go through the thing of, oh, this is part of Premiere, it's not part of Plus. This is part of Plus, it's not part of Premiere. It's just like, it would be weird for me to cruise with either one of those packages, because I'm not a big heavy drinker or anything like that. So to get there and paying Premiere prices, which is over $100 a day, and you tell me that something is not included, I'm not gonna be too happy about that.
Yep.
I'm like, no, I think I got the top-notch thing. It should be included, so let me just get it. Yeah, the TA training, it does. It did get hard. That was the hardest TA training that I've had so far, was Princess. But hey, they allegedly give us a free cruise, so that's the reason I wanted to get done.
Probably why, because that was a pain to get through the Princess training.
Yep.
That one I did have to take some screenshots and then go back and refresh my memory and be like, what exactly was that again?
Yeah, I haven't did MSC yet, but I did Virgin. Now Virgin is all new ship terms, all new everything.
Yeah, it's a whole different beast.
It is.
Go out everything you know if you're a TA and you haven't gone through that. Everything you know about other cruise lines, it's not what.
Take the other cruise lines first and then try Virgin, or do Virgin first and then try all the others.
Yeah.
Because I don't know. I started with Carnival, which opened up the door. I think pretty much all of us did. And then here comes Celebrity. Celebrity was fairly easy, but they make you do it every year. Like, you got to take a refresher course. Celebrity wants to make sure you know their product, and hats off to them for that. But yeah, there are a lot of great TAs here in the chat, but there are many that are having shows that are coming on for the remainder of the day on YouTube, and we got to see what the deal is here. Oh man, I'm missing it. Easy Home Cooking is frying pickles right now.
Ooh.
Yeah, man. And anything that's possible. I think he's still got himself out there ice fishing. He's on live right now. Let's see. Eve Hakika has a premiere at 9 a.m. Ann's Place also comes on live at 9. Dimps Designs at 9:30. Just a Yogi has a premiere at 9:30. The Mother and Daughter Duo at 11 a.m. Mimi has a premiere at 11 a.m. Roy and Becky's Travels has a Raid Parade kickoff Friday at 11 a.m. Gregory the Cameraman 1970 has a live Friday Talking Open panel. Nice. At 11:30 a.m. Roy and Becky's Travels also has a premiere coming on at 12 p.m. Just a Yogi is at 12 p.m. live. It's a Cruise Life has a premiere at 1:34 p.m. Day One Walks and Day One Adventures has a premiere at 1:45. J&N Travels has a premiere at 1:47. Chase Us Around Town has a live scheduled. Looks like Utopia of the Sea is going to be in Port Canaveral at 2:30 p.m. Wonder of the Seas Interior Room Tour Travels with PMB has a premiere at 3 p.m. Red's Room TV is scheduled at 3:15 p.m. Just a Yogi coming on back again at 4:25. Just Jessica CS at 5 p.m. Sonal's Nature at 5 p.m. Handicapped Traveler, Ellen Cutie Pie, all at 5. Brandon Barker at 5:30 p.m. talking about Royal Caribbean again. Stickman Outdoor Adventures at 6:45 p.m. Cam Patton Family Compound at 6:55 p.m. Carnival Cruise Addicts, along with Controversial Cruising, is coming on at 7 p.m. with Match Game. Then Steve and Tina Jewell has a premiere at 8:30 p.m. Lady M. Sullivan is coming on at 8:30 p.m. Steph Sells Stuff by the Seashore at 9 p.m. And that will close it out for the day and Friday. Yep. And there are some Saturday shows coming on too. Eddie, who's coming on this weekend?
Deer in the headlights.
Usually around 10 o'clock in the morning, Controversial Cruising does a show, but it's either this weekend or next weekend. So last weekend he did it out of the blue. So I'm not sure if he's going to do this Saturday. Then Linda to Man might come in around 1 o'clock in the afternoon, Eastern times. This is. Then around 7 p.m. usually, Homie here has a premiere, either with PK Adventures or Ryan Parker Studios.
Mm-hmm.
And then 9 p.m. Eastern, I'll be there with the usual suspects and a bunch of other channels. Then on Sunday, usually in the morning, Elizabeth, the girls are us official. They usually do something around 11 in the morning. Jenda Cohen has a brunch MBS live at 11:30 in the morning. Then around 3, I think Deb S is taking over that hour to do lives. At 4 p.m. is Mike and Rihanna. 5 p.m. is Carnival Cruise Addicts. 6 p.m. is Sheila Journeys. 7 p.m. is Never Heard with Coker and the other two guys. 8 o'clock is the Cam Fam doing a live. And then around 9 p.m. Eastern is Howie Cruise with the Brian and Julie from New Jersey.
And also, Will G says Elisa is usually on Saturday morning also.
Yeah, sometimes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Not every Saturday, but.
And before we get out of here today, I just want to, I'm not bringing it back. I'm just saying, this week we have some top chatters. The people who have been the most chatty in the on Cruising is Fun Anytime, at least. And here they are. Your top 5 are as follows. Squirrel's World is an artist with 52 chats. Whatever Floats Your Boat is coming in at number 4 at 82 chats. Mike and Rihanna, actually, they're tied with Mike and Rihanna for 3rd and 4th. Then at 2nd is Danny Dizzle, the Supermod 30, always being super supportive. Look at that, 98 chats. And then, not to be outdone, this week's winner is Coker Culture. That's right, with 122. Zach cannot be beat.
Nice.
Yep. So there we go. Just wanted to give you a little taste of it. I know y'all been missing it, but
yeah, please don't bring it back.
yeah,
So you don't want to bring it back because then all of a sudden it's like, challenge accepted.
I know, right? It became a little messy there for a while, but every now and again I will do this. So yeah, because you guys, I mean, hey, this is y'all's show. And y'all are in talking to each other. It's great. I just saw that stat up there. It was 800 and something chats during this show. And you guys are just really, I mean, y'all really are participating. I love it whenever the viewers come in and say hi to each other. Everybody's, starting their day off just getting along and saying what's up to each other. I like it. I really like it. But anyway, we're not going to hold you all day long because we want to see you in some of these chats later on in the day on YouTube, maybe TikTok somewhere. If this day pans out to be a good one or a better one, then I will be right back here on the same screen but from a different channel, which is Hats on a Mission. Keep your notifications on, as it will be a pop-up live. It won't be anything scheduled. So, all right. So we will see you guys later. In the meantime and in between time, happy weekend, everybody. Yes, that's right, Will G. It is party time again because it's the weekend, and we can do that. See you guys later. Y'all take care of each other out there. Be sure to take care of yourselves. Hit the like button on your way out. Subscribe if you haven't done so already. And never, ever forget, from all of us over here at Go Live Together, we love you. Good morning and have a great day on purpose. Bye, guys.
Bye, everybody.
Bud, what do you think? Do you need a belt like that?
Yeah, I know,
You
right?
want a belt like that?